No, please give it up for Pixie Styx.
I was at a lecture the other day. I thought it was going to be very boring, and then the guy stood there and he said, "There are no characters left in music." I would beg to differ, and I think you guys do a really good job of collecting us all together. I've never been bored in this pub. Talking of things I've never done in this pub, I've never worn a matching pair of shoes in this pub. I have no idea why. Last time I came in a thigh-high boot and an ankle boot, and I thought it went down quite well, so I thought I'd stick with that. Talking of other crazy things I've done, this dress 2 weeks ago was a curtain. The red bit was a curtain. These bits were a necklace, and the gold bit round the bottom was round some woman's daughter's marquee at her wedding. I hope I'm half as classy as her wedding was.
Thank you. Cheers.
Mooney, I think you're excellent. I once found Mooney in the woods. It was a wonderful day. I was walking around, the sunshine was coming through the trees and dappling everything beautifully, and I was thinking, what we need is some free creatures here, and he popped up with his family, and I thought that was perfect. A little bit later, our rate passed by on his push bike, and I thought, yeah, this is just proper. We just need some, I don't know, squirrels to start talking, but we didn't have any LSD, so we just shared a cider and went home. But it was a nice day like this. I'm a storyteller. You might tell from the fact that I've got in front of the microphone, I'm supposed to be singing and started talking. So I'll play some music and tell you some stories in a slightly more tuneful way. This is a song about how I'm fully prepared to prostitute myself for a musical instrument. Well, I say that, I was up until I went to uni, and now what happens is every time I get my student loan through, I buy a new instrument. So I think my fella's quite up here because I stopped being quite so frisky. This is a love song about a guitar I fell in love with. This is Tangled Wood.
Why aren't you playing the Tangled Wood?
Sorry, I'm cheating on my Tanglewood. After I'd finished writing this song, I decided I really needed a guitar very similar to the one it was about, so I bought one, and I've left it at my dad's house getting dust and dog hair on it, so shows how much I love the things that are important to me. I'm not singing about the busker on the corner. It's his guitar I fell in love with when I saw her. And I know he thought my smile was for him in every song. As I stood for quite a while and I tapped my feet along. He took a moment for a cigarette, he asked me for a light. Said, I'm pretty sure you won't regret coming home with me tonight. That kind of cockiness has often earned 4 knuckles to the jaw. Then my eyes spy his pretty little guitar on the floor. And I said, I'd love to get to know every little curve. Run my fingers over you the way that you deserve. I'd like to know if we gel musically, 'cause I'm feeling pretty certain you'd look pretty good on me. And he thought I was talking to him. I almost laughed at his stupid grin. He thought he was pouncing on me, but it was you that I wanted to see. Yeah. Was the instrument I hadn't got to play, so I crept out very quietly from his room, trying not to wake him as I searched around to find you. You were waiting on the floor above, and as I took you in my arms, I was certain it was love. I spent an hour in your company, When I went back downstairs, he was frying eggs for me. He asked about my plans throughout the day. I said, if you're providing food, well then I guess I'll stay. The night fall into an untidy tangle of limbs, just so I could tickle your strings. I'll do whatever I've got to do, just so I can spend some of my time with you, some of my time with you. Hey, time with you, some of my time with you. So I drifted through the best years of my life, trying but not fitting the role of wife. The kids were happy accidents, and we managed to ignore each other, trying to be parents. When the quiet came, when the chaos was through, that should have been the time that I really got to know you. We were hiding in the attic, your guitar and me, collaborating on another song, but I'm longing to be free. I'll admit I sometimes heard you on the stairs, and I got a bit pissed off with you just listening there. Did you never think to come and jam with me? I'm sure if this was a duet, it would get differently. But you wrote your own songs in your room, left me sat here dissing you. If you had bothered with kissing me, then you might have been missing me too. Ooh, yeah. Hey, you. It took almost 20 years, but he opened up that door. And while I sang my heart out, he just sat there on the floor. So I gave him all my sorrow and my longing to be free. There were tears in his eyes when he finally looked at me and said, I know you often play her and you think I'm not around, but I'm very often listening and enchanted by the sound. Now it's clear that you two get along so much better than you and I. So take this tender of wood and teach yourself to fly. I thought this before, but bringing my boyfriend with me ruins all of the mystery. Because I normally tell everybody they can decide if I'm telling the truth or lying, but you spoiled my flow and I told everybody I got that guitar by buying it. So, I would say I'm a storyteller. Other people might say I'm a liar. I think the truth is somewhere in between the two. My dad always says never let the truth get in the way of a good story, so I try not to. This one's true. This one's a story about a prince, a princess, a dragon and the NHS. I say it's true. I was on gas and air in hospital when I wrote it, so my experience of real might have been slightly different to everybody else's. I was a bit naughty when I was in hospital that time. I say I was a bit naughty then, I'm quite often a bit naughty. I'd given myself smoke inhalation and I decided not only the food was rubbish, but I wasn't allowed a fag while I was hooked up to oxygen. So I went AWOL from the hospital to go and buy fags in a McDonald's. And the nurse came and found me outside with my pack of St. Moritz menthols and told me, yeah, you're not allowed to do that, you're supposed to be on oxygen for a reason. But I told her it's fine, I'm filtering it through this. Okay, a song, that's what I'm here for. This is Pincushion Princess. It was my go at writing a punk song because I thought 3 chords and the truth will be a punk song. Yeah, it's got 5 chords and a lot of lies, so I failed. Trapped in a castle of ivory, she can't get out, and the prince won't show 'cause he doesn't know about the beast's hideout. She's on her own in the dragon's lair, no one to rescue her. Brand new knots in a golden hair, you're gonna eat her. Let her go before she gets depressed. It's a natural consequence of house arrest. But miserable people are harder to digest. Miserable people, miserable people, Pincushion princess, Pincushion princess, let her go. Pincushion princess, Pincushion princess, leave her alone. She wants to go home. Let her go. Trapped in a castle of ivory with no breath to shout. She's got blood all down her backless gown where the ivy fell out. She's choking down the food from the plastic trays, it won't nourish her. In her own bubble medicated days, you can't mend her, can you? Let her go if you can't find the cause of all of her sickness, of all of her flaws. She needs to be free in the great outdoors. She needs to be free. She needs to be free. Pincushion princess, full of hope. Pincushion princess, leave her alone. She wants to go home. Let her go home. Let her go. Thank you. Yeah, the nurse didn't half look at me funny when I complained about the dragon blocking the telly. That dragon did my head right in. Not the first dragon I've had a falling out with. I was told that was hallucinations as well, yeah. I've got to be a bit careful because I've noticed a hook up here and I'm quite concerned I'm going to get swung by my mohawk. So if you notice that both feet are off the floor at any one time, someone come and give me a yank, yeah? Like they used to do with people when they hung them. This song, I've been banned from singing at uni, so I'm going to do it here for you. Does it catch me glitter? I live in a house full of men, yeah, and they're all really annoyed at me because I went out today and I bought 8 different kinds of glitter. I used to live with one of these men a long time ago, and after I left and moved out, it took him 8 years to get rid of the glitter, and eventually how he did it was he moved house and left his sofa there. So yeah, let me just get a bit on the microphone. There we go, I've left my mark on Kimberley as well now. This explains a lot about me. My dad hates this song, so I don't play it when he's here. But he's probably the person who taught me how to misbehave, so I don't know why he has a problem with me being naughty. Oh, that's a completely different song.
You've got a list. Stop to it.
It's just a list of titles. I haven't written the chords down. I wrote all of them, so I've got absolutely no excuse. Here's a little song about my misspent youth. Every line is honest truth, though it's pretty clear that I've come far. I still love the smell of faded star. He's the reason Chris feet turn me on. Wait, this bit's not about my dad, yeah? I thought I'd just better bring that into clarification. He's the reason Chris feet turn me on. While grey hair's sexy when it's long, I don't really about how old he was. It doesn't matter a bit because I'll tell you what I thought. See, that you would be a grown-up cause you're 40. Instead I got to thinking you were naughty. Realised it more from what you told me. You're so naughty. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're so naughty. Breaking into places that we really shouldn't be. Climbing up a fire escape with dirty magazines. Running for our lives after pissing off that punk. Learning from our elders what it is to be a drunk. Escalator, water fight. Scrapping in the platform in the middle of the night. Stealing secret kisses while we're waiting for the train. Heady heights of summer and I'm 17 again. I'll tell you what I thought, see, that you would be a grown-up cause you're 40. Instead I got to thinking you were naughty. Realised it more from what you told me. You're so naughty. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're so naughty. I corrupted you, it's been suggested, but it wasn't me who got arrested. I corrupted you, it's been suggested, but it wasn't me who got arrested. No, 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 you're so naughty. But I'm naughty like you. Yeah, I'll dedicate that one to anyone who thinks their dad's sexy. Oh dear. I'll have to tell him, it will give him a bit of a laugh. Okay, from one that's not about my dad to one that is about my great-granddad. It's getting really weird in here, isn't it? I've undertook a project recently to do a bit of family research and look into the history of my family, and I'm absolutely amazed at what technology can do, and more than what technology can do, what the record keeping of people who are no longer with us does. I found some absolutely amazing things. Just one thing that I want to share because I'm very proud of this, and it's not me bragging because it's not me, it's my great-granddad and I never met him. Has anyone heard of the Wipers Times? The trench newspaper in the First World War? Ian Hislop did a play about it. Everybody's a sea of blank faces, but my great-granddad did that. So it might not mean anything to anyone, but like, big up Joe, well played. And he kept quiet about it because they took the piss out of the top brass quite a bit. So yeah, another tradition that I like to keep up. So this is a song about my great-granddad Alfred, and it's appropriate I think to do it here because Alfred was a miner. I don't mean a child. He grew up and had a family. But he did work down pit as one of the things that he did. And I was told a story when I was very young about a time that there was a problem and someone new mucked up That wasn't quite the language it was put. But I don't think Alfred would have said what my dad said. But basically, the tubs that the coal was supposed to be travelling in were loosed at a time that they weren't supposed to be, and Alfred had his hands on the railway tracks, and he had to just stand there and wait while all these trucks passed over his hands, because if he hadn't have done, if he'd have pulled his fingers back, he wouldn't have had no fingers left. So that kind of stuck with me. That's a heck of a story. It's not all doom and gloom. He was a musician before he had the accident. He was a musician after he had the accident. And yeah, he managed to keep it going, keep it working, and he managed to keep food on the table for the kids. So respect for that. This is Blue Scars. A photo in a sepia style, a man with immaculate hair, smart suit, straight back, he's got 1,000-mile stare. That's your great granddad out for a piss, known as the polar bear, because his bellow was fierce. Blue scars on the hands of a family man who gave more than he took, lived life by the book, and made his own plan. Blue scars on the hands of a family man. Raised the kids in the shadow of the spoiled mound, did his work under the ground to fill the frying pan. A mind can run like clockwork if everybody's doing as they should, but just one wet behind the ears, youth and it might not turn out good. Or Alfred's got his hands in a place where they wouldn't normally be safe. The trouble comes rumbling, lumbering, thundering, and when the tubs came unexpected down the track, Alfred was strong enough and smart enough not to pull his fingers back. Blue scars mark the hands of a family man who gave more than he took, lived life by the book, and made his own plan. Blue scars mark the hands of a family man. Raised the kids in the shadow of the spoiled mound, did his work under the ground to fill the frying pan. And now we go for walks around the spoiled mound and call it Holy Mountain. And it's a really good spot to pick the slows to flavour up the Yuletide gig. And I'm grateful to the people that I'll never get to know, who built the perfect mountainside for blackthorn to grow. Blue scars mark the hands of a family man who gave more than he took, lived life by the book, who made his own plan. Blue scars mark the hands of a family man. Raised the kids in the shadow of the spoiled mound, did his work under the ground to fill the frying pan. Thank you very much. I'm going to tell you some more truth. Oh, I'm a terrible person. This is a song about one in a long line of crushes I've had on musicians. It's an interesting thing being a musician, because it means I meet a lot of other musicians, and I find a lot of other musicians very attractive. So I find myself in a bit of a pickle, because some of the people I'd really like to work with, their wives hate me. I've got a friendly mandolin player who I've known for years who lives down south, and his missus will not go anywhere near me. I did manage to get him into a temporary studio in Luton University for about an hour and a half. And after, there was 3 of us. Oh, that sounds even worse. I don't like the other guy like that, no. We were being very, very good. But after an hour and a half, his wife phoned up and the bollocking he got down the phone. She must have some really good qualities because that was fierce. I'd never seen or heard a banshee in real life, but I know what they are now. But it's fine because none of you lot know who he is. I'm getting it out of my system because I've managed to get him to play a gig with me later on in the year. And his wife's going to be there, so I better get it all out now. So, talking of scandalous musicians...
Not Blue Vulture, is it?
Huh?
Not Blue Vulture, is it?
I'm not saying nothing. You'll put the camera away, innit? Oh shit, you're recording it. Cut that bit out, yeah? Oh, I'm a proper terror. I was about to say hello and say your name there. Right, this song is the main reason I never pull at gigs. Because it's a caution. He's the second main reason I never pull at gigs. He's got 4 brothers, he was taught how to share. Oh yeah, this is a song about why you should never date a musician, because we're all rascals, even the ones who behave themselves. Some of us can be monogamous rascals, some of us struggle.
Well, he's still sat there.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with him, and to be fair, I've told him, if anybody likes the look of Craig, I'm cool with that, yeah, I've got enough money for a cab home, go for it.
Right.
Your beards might get stuck together, but you know what? I like beards, it could be fun. Sorry, right. I started writing this song on a bus, having a conversation with a really sweet lady, and she must have been 127 as she was a day, but she'd got the most beautiful smile and the most beautiful eyes, and we had this really nice conversation up until it turned to a conversation about men. And sorry babe, it's not him, it's someone else. I was in the middle of a bit of an infatuation with a guitar player. No, you're not musical at all, babe, it's not. He's definitely got other talents, but that's not one of them. So this lady on the bus, I was telling her that I got a bit of a crush on a musician, and he was a little bit of a scandalous weasel, and he said a few things to me that I felt quite hurt about. So hurt that I told a stranger on the bus who was old enough to be my great-grandma. And she looked at me and she said, "Oh, you can't do it, darling. I used to be married to a musician." And I'm like, "What happened?" She said, "Well, I had to get off the merry-go-round, but he didn't." And I thought, that's beautifully poetic. She got left with the kids to raise, and to be fair, I'd have her as a mum. 100%. She got good advice. So this is my song about the merry-go-round.
Didn't tell us she only had half an hour, did you? Half an hour of talking, half an hour of singing.
If I have enough time, I'll do it. Sorry, he was just complaining that I've got a song about burning his house down. So, how long have I got left? Oh yes, I can definitely burn your house down again in a minute. I'll get through this one quick.
What, you burnt Craig's house down?
He lives with me now.
He has to, that's why.
Imagination must have got the best of me. The music and the rum is quite the recipe. See, I sort of thought that you were making eyes at me as I absent-mindedly picked out a melody. You found a groove that soothed the mood and echoes mine. Your feet tapped out a beat that kept us both in time. And as the music tore my tiny little mind apart, I felt you set like molten metal in the fissures of my heart. Gotta remember what that Scottish lady told me on the bus. Left like you aren't healthy for the hearts of women folk like us. And when I find I'll be turning my mind to leaving a merry-go-round, it'll be time to leave you behind, 'cause you settling down. For right now I find your bullshit rather charming. While the brightness of the lights is still disarming. And although I know we're headed for catastrophe, I'm still kinda hoping that you'll make a proper pass at me. At the moment I'm enjoying what you're playing. I'd rather listen to your fingers on the strings than what you're saying. Still got in my head what that lady said on the way out of town. Made the most of my time, enjoy the ride on the merry-go-round. Gotta remember what that Scottish lady told me on the bus, that men like you aren't healthy for the heart of women folk like us. And when I find I'll be turning my mind to leaving the merry-go-round, it'll be time to leave you behind, cause you ain't for settling down. Gotta remember what that Scottish lady said to me that day, about how she knew a man like you stole a fragile heart away. Now when she found that her time had come round to think about settling down, he just carried on cause he'd been too long on the merry-go-round, on the merry-go-round. Years ago in Romber's family picnic by the sea, great-granddad Alfred, Mama, granddad, my dad, and me Uncle Pete. Dad was small with big ideas, and the Isle of Wight didn't seem too far away. Didn't seem too far away. Do you think that we could do it, Dad? Aye, if you want to, lad, we'll try. But the waves get big when the wind gets up, and all you see is you and sea and sky. There was panic in the water when they couldn't see the land. Mum was waiting on the shoreline with an ice cream in her hand. There was panic in the water. We whipped and spray up all around. Should we go back, Dad, if you think we ought to? My granddad kept my own dad safe and sound. 1940s Dunkirk, we'll fight them on the beach. They're pressed and they're surrounded, and home's just out of reach. Mama's not a man just yet, she's waiting for a soldier to come home. Come on home. Granddad's reached the water now, but danger's coming, enemy beware. There's nothing more that I can do, lads, folks are coming, England's over there. There was panic in the water, there was terror on that day. Boys were dying on the shoreline while they were trying to get away. There was panic in the water, but there is something I have found. The pioneers built the defences round the beaches. My great-granddad kept his own lad safe and sound. My great-granddad kept his own lad safe and sound. Thank you very, very much. I've been Pixie Styx. You all have been way more tolerant than I probably would have been in your seats. I appreciate that.